This podcast covers sensitive topics that may be difficult for some listeners. Please take care while listening. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Girl Undrunk. I'm Heather.
I'm Zoe.
And today we're so excited. We have a very special guest today. Thank you for coming. Chantel.
Hi.
That's how you pronounce it, right? Chantel. I should have checked that before we started this.
No, you're good. You're good.
Chantel, such a good name.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you're from Vancouver.
I am from Vancouver. Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay, nice, lovely. A little bit. Well, no, it's probably the same kind of gloom. We brought this gloom to you. So
yeah,
you could,
I think I brought it to you.
Yeah, you brought it to us.
Brought
It's
it to
nice.
you.
It's nice. It's a little like home.
Yeah.
So there's so much to talk about. We've already had all of our conversations, and we'll just do them again.
Yeah.
But let's start off with what we're drinking today.
Yeah. So this is In Good Company, and they are functional mocktails.
Mm-hmm.
They're delicious. We've got things like adaptogens, nootropics, fiber, caffeine, and essential vitamins. Yeah, 4 grams of fiber. Good for the gut.
Yeah. I need that. Well, sober girls need that.
We all
do.
need it.
I feel like I was pooping regularly when I was drinking.
Yeah.
And then I got sober and I was not. And it's been a problem for me. And recently you too.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like a big topic of conversation. I know how everyone is pooping. I know how much money everyone makes when people are pooping and what kind of sex they're having. Those are the most important things.
Yeah.
Because like when people are like, well, we have a friend who was like, I poop 4 times a day. And I'm like, you've never been an addict, have you? Like, this is crazy. This is amazing. It's a job. It's a job. Array pills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Array pills.
But okay,
That's
so
great.
functional.
Functional mocktail.
Functional mocktails.
So that means there's good things in it.
That's right.
Not just a juice.
Not just
a
carbonated sugar water. They're good for you. Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that.
No, I love that. I love drinking something that makes me feel good about myself
Oh my
and
God.
that tastes good, you know?
Well,
like
we talk about this a lot that when I got out of rehab, I mean, in rehab, we were all drinking bubbly like crazy.
Mhm.
Like, that's just what you have to do. And then when I got out, I was drinking so many ginger ales, like
Mhm.
multiple ginger ales a day. And it was
Yes.
fine because I had been drinking so much sugar. But then I'm like, well, I've made my life better. I'm healthier. Maybe I should chill out on the sugar.
Yeah.
But they're just so good. But now having things that are actually good for you, not just a filler. So
Exactly. And that was my thing too, is I was drinking ginger ales or
Yeah.
Diet Cokes or whatever, and the amount of sugar you would
Yeah.
consume.
Mhm.
Like if I was to go out with some friends and I would have maybe like 4 ginger beers, let's say.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the sugar content? in some
no,
of those?
I'm scared
we
to
like
look at
just
some of
started
them.
looking at sugar
Yeah.
content.
It's,
We're
yeah,
like,
it's really scary.
43 grams of sugar
Yeah.
per one of those little guys.
Mhm.
So I'd be waking up the next morning sober,
Mhm.
but I'd feel like I was hungover off of sugar.
Yes.
So for me, I was like, okay, no, there's got to
Mhm.
be something better. I have to make it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
Yeah.
right. You have
So
to make
happy you
it.
did.
Me
I'm
too.
so excited to try this.
It's always very exciting to see like people getting out of rehab. I'm like, a lot of sober girls are now like doing sober shit. It's not just like we get sober. I mean, not just girls, but that's more important to me. It's like we don't just get out and then go back to our jobs. It's like, oh, how can I make this better for everybody? Like everyone needs to know what's going on.
Well, you have
know?
to change your whole life, right? So you have to, sometimes you have to make things to suit your new life,
Mhm.
which I think you
You
exactly
turn
did.
your pain into purpose, is what they say.
Oh, I love
Right.
that.
Pain
That's a
into
good one.
purpose.
What's like ours? It's like this probably is AA, but like recover loudly so people don't suffer in silence.
Okay, I've heard that one
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Okay, let's give these a little pour.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I have key lime mango mojito.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
And are these made in Vancouver?
They're actually made in Calgary.
Okay.
Yeah, we produced them out in Calgary. It was just easier at the time, and Calgary loves them, so that's a bonus.
And I have the watermelon tahini mar.
I've got the same one as you. This one is
so pretty.
There's 4 SKUs, 4 flavors. The 2 that we have here are our 2 most popular.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, people like a little mouthfeel. They like
Yes.
a spice.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay!
So
Sober
excited.
girls. Oh, I
Oh.
love it.
Oh my God, Kay.
Okay.
Is this going to be spicy for me?
No, it's not.
It's just a hint.
Okay.
I like
Oh,
them both.
so good. Okay, well, this is what we'll be bringing.
Yeah,
to
I
tonight.
could definitely drink like 4 of these in a night and feel so good about myself, you
Oh.
know?
And that's what they're meant
Yeah.
for too. For me, it was like I wanted to put a bit of caffeine in there because that was something that was sort of missing from
Yes.
not functional, but non-alcoholic drinks. I think there's something in my throat like a frog right now.
Just give it a good cough.
Yeah, cough
Right?
it out.
Got it.
So yeah, it was either like Red Bulls
Yeah.
or it was
I drink a Red Bull a lot.
Celsius?
Yeah.
yeah, or the Celsius.
Yeah.
I don't even think we had those like 3 years ago, but
No.
yeah, we had the Red Bulls and any sort of sugary carbonated beverage.
Yeah.
And there was nothing to like, besides the Red Bull, to like keep you up
Yeah.
and with it and enjoying yourself. I mean, for us sober girls, I feel like you can only get to a certain point and then
Yeah.
you're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be able to at least stick around for a couple hours.
And a Red Bull is
Totally.
so aggressive sometimes. Like, you drink a whole Red Bull and like you're like shaking.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
you don't want to. You want to just like ease it in like this.
Yeah,
And I
so
feel like
these
that's
are
good.
only 50 milligrams of green coffee bean extract. So
So what does
it's
that
like
mean? Green coffee.
So
bean
it's just, it's basically, it's not synthetic.
extract. Okay.
It's natural and it's light. It's going to
Okay.
kind of cruise you on this
Mhm.
really nice ride instead of just like crash
Crashing
you out
Yeah.
like a Red Bull or a Celsius would.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's essentially about half a cup of coffee that you're drinking. And the
Okay.
nice thing with these is like you can go for a couple.
Yeah.
And so like the Celsius over there, you're looking at 120 milligrams of caffeine. If you have 2 of these, it's 100 and you can kind of like
Right.
you
Right. You're
know,
not going to
throughout
spike
the
and then
night.
crash.
create your
Yeah.
own adventure, if
Yeah,
you will.
that's exactly
Yeah.
right. Zoe goes out a lot more than I do. The first year of my sobriety, I just basically was in here.
Yeah.
Just like thinking about sobriety and boys and stuff. And then I met Zoe and I was like, oh, I guess we have to go out. But that's the same thing. She'll be like, oh, this thing is starting at 8. And I'm like, LOL. I'm in bed. Like, I'm in bed. My skin's been done, you
Yeah.
know? But yeah, and then I'm like, okay, I get to have a Red Bull and then have a heart attack. But
Yeah.
this is so nice. Now I can sip it and be like, this is going to last me an hour. I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
It's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the thing about going out is like, okay, maybe I'll bring a Red Bull and a ginger ale. Both of those are shit for your body.
Yeah.
You know, I can bring 3 of these and have them throughout the 3 to 4 hours and that I'm at my event or party or whatever and feel good about myself
Yeah,
after.
exactly.
Which is amazing. And
We started
Love
this
that.
podcast being like, we're sober, but we're not like health and wellness girls. Like,
We're
we're
starting-
gross. We like
Wellness,
have
oh,
like
no.
weird sex with like inappropriate men, and we're just sober, but everything is the same. And now we're like, okay, but are there vitamins in this drink?
Yeah.
Like, who's going to
Yeah.
Pilates later? Like,
Yeah.
it really creeps in.
it's
really
creeping in and I'm
does.
scared.
I know. And I'm like, but what's the point of holding on to that like nonsense that I was doing before? I'm like, whatever. We're just moving now.
Yeah.
Now I'm healthy. Now what?
You're elevating.
Yeah, I got some botulism put in my face the other day.
There you go.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Good to go.
It's really good.
Yeah, this is
I really
very
like
good.
it.
I'm really thrilled.
Good.
What are you doing anything for Christmas? Do you have a
Christmas.
campaign going?
Well, not anything that I can think of right now. We're kind of behind the scenes and working on a million things right now. It's been fun, but it's stressful. Like I've not ever been a part of this industry or this
Yeah.
business. So starting this was like really going out on a whim for me.
Hi.
And with me, I feel like if I really want something, I will make it happen.
Okay.
Right. And this is like,
Determined.
this is pre-sober days too.
Right.
If I wanted something, I would make it happen.
Yeah.
And when I got sober, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do and I'm
Yeah.
going to make it happen. So yeah, this is a brand new world for me. We're getting, it's eight months now that we've
Wow,
Yeah, I
been
was
that's
gonna
launched.
so
ask
new.
when you started it 8 months ago.
8 months
Wow.
ago. Yeah.
Wow,
So,
good. Has anything really surprised you so far in the first 8 months?
it's a good question.
Are people very receptive to?
Very receptive.
Yeah.
That's
We've been
good.
good in that sense. I think it's just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people
Yeah.
don't see that takes up so much time. And
Girl.
I don't have the space or energy
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff where I'm like, why am I here again? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you working alone? Like, or is it just you?
I'm working alone now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
a partner.
I had a partner
Mhm.
who
Okay.
founded this company with
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Mhm.
She has stepped aside.
Okay.
So she's no longer part of operations. She's focusing on herself and her
Okay.
family. And yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the transition to you alone, how has
Yes.
that been?
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
But-
I think initially she was more back end and I was more of building the brand and sort of face of the brand.
Yeah.
But now both of those worlds have collided and I'm like,
Yeah.
Bring it on.
But handling it.
Yeah.
And also couldn't fucking handle it if you were drunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no way.
No. Anytime we do like anything small, I'm like, oh, we could never do this before.
Never.
It's amazing.
No.
And not that that's small, that's massive.
Yeah.
But it's pretty incredible. That's a big jump. You're going in with somebody, you're like, okay, you handle this, I'll handle this. And like, oh, just kidding, I'll do it all myself.
I'll do it all. Yeah.
Do you think you ultimately like that better?
Again, tough question. I feel like, I mean, I can do it, you know, and I can, and because I'm sober.
Yeah.
But ultimately, no, this is not long term.
Okay.
This is very like short term. Get it all done and then find someone who can sort of take on that role.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah. So good though. Like as frustrating, I'm sure you cry. I cry all the time. But actually I haven't cried in a while. Maybe I should.
Maybe you need to cry.
Yeah. I feel like you've probably learned so much though, right? In the places that you didn't think you were gonna learn.
Yeah.
So it's nice. So then when someone comes in, you can be like, oh, this is how this works, or like I have the knowledge of it, even if maybe I didn't want to.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
There was something I was gonna say, it fell out of my head. Please hold. This is actually what it is. What we forgot to do again. Because we get too excited, is what we do start off this podcast with is a mental health check-in.
Okay.
So we should do that. Make sure we're all okay.
Oopsie.
Zoe, do you want to start? How's your mental?
I'm feeling a little bit like because this weather, to be honest. I keep looking outside and I'm like,
Don't look outside.
I know.
It's a bummer.
I'm feeling like okay. I don't know. I think it is the weather that's making me a little bit but I'm excited for the day. We have lots to do today. Yeah, we need I need to look into some light, you know. I need to go to
the sad lamp.
your sad lamp maybe.
I'm gonna get
after
that for you
this.
for Christmas or for your birthday.
amazing.
It's coming up.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a little bit probably because I had some personal shit happen yesterday, which is good.
Yes.
But my mental is like good. Like I'm like riding at like a 6 right now, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm anxious all the time. I'm always anxious.
Yeah.
But I came off of a very anxious week. When I have sex, I throw up. And like, this is a thing. This is like a through line of the pod. So I'm always talking about it. But for like over a year now, when I have sex with somebody, I get really fucking nauseous. And I have thrown up multiple times.
Holy shit.
Yeah. You know, it's so deep trauma in my body that I'm like trying to work on. And the more I work on it in therapy, it's like right at the forefront. So I'm having sex and I'm like seeing these like flashes in my head. I'm like, oh my God. But yesterday, not that my mental health is like based on the kind of sex I'm having, but yesterday I had sex with this person and it was so good. And I was like, okay, it's time. It's like trusting the process, which I feel like is my life theme. Just to like move with the universe, trust it, don't push.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, you were really upset about that yesterday when I left you, or on Wednesday when I left you.
Because I do this thing where I'm like,
you overthink everything too much sometimes, I think.
Yeah, but I'm also like, I'm just like everybody else, and you like me and you like my personality, you like hanging out with me. But if you can't have sex with me, why would you stick around? And I feel that very deeply. And I hear it. I know people are like, no, but if someone really likes you, they'll stick around, they'll wait, they'll be patient. But that means nothing to me when I am not like confident in myself that like I bring enough to the table for you to just like me without sex, which is so stupid, but it is how I feel, especially in the moment. I'm like, oh, well, this is a fucking wash. But I have to it's so new for me still that I'm like just trying to be like chill about it. Obviously I get super depressed sometimes and I'm like, I'm gonna be alone forever. But yeah, I think I really need to trust myself a little more and just kind of go with the flow and see what I can do.
That's good. You didn't throw up yesterday.
I didn't throw up yesterday.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
I know.
Wow.
Thank you. How's your mental? Oh, I'm at like I'm like a 6. I feel like a 6.
Oh,
I feel good.
Same.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
How's your mental?
Mine is pretty good. I would say I'm about like 6, 7. The rain, obviously, adding a layer for sure.
I don't know why it's bringing me down so much today.
Yeah.
I don't get as affected. I
think it's because like I TTC'd here and then I got like stuck in the rain and I thought I was gonna miss it and then I was like really annoyed at it.
It's the anxiety of everything. Yeah. travel always kind of burns me out a little bit.
Mhm.
But I had a nice chill day at my hotel yesterday. I ordered room service.
That sounds amazing.
You get triggered in hotel rooms, or did you at first? I did at first.
At first, maybe. Now it's just like a nice little escape.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Mhm.
What else was I gonna
I
say?
did so much fucked up shit in hotels.
Oh my God.
So much fucked
Yeah,
up shit.
me too.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs, a lot of
Yeah.
alcohol,
Yeah.
a lot of sex.
A lot of sex.
A lot of sex.
Yeah.
I mean, hotel sex is the best.
It
sex,
is.
though. Like,
It is.
it's always better in a hotel.
It really is.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back on it.
Back on it.
Glad
So
we did
yeah,
that.
burnt you out a little bit traveling.
Yeah, but overall, I feel
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Lately, I feel I've been having some issues sleeping.
Okay.
I don't know if this was ever an
Let's
issue for
get
you
into
guys
it.
prior to getting sober, but for me, since I was a kid, like I just wouldn't sleep.
Okay.
Okay,
I would not
interesting.
sleep.
We're both
you-
good sleepers.
Yeah, we're really fucking
We're
good
really good
sleepers.
sleepers.
And now I am. Now I
Yeah,
am.
okay.
When I was in rehab, they put me on some pretty heavy
Trazodone?
sleeping. Yeah, trazodone,
Mhm.
amongst many others. And when I got out of rehab, I continued with the sleeping pills because they were working so well.
Yeah.
And I ended up trying something called Davigo,
Never heard.
Mm-mm.
No.
which is a pretty heavy sleeping
Okay.
pill.
Okay.
So I was allowed to be on it for like a year. And then my doctor was like, no more.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are
So
you
weaning off of that?
Yeah. So
So-
what's that withdrawal like?
It was not so bad.
Okay.
I got adjusted to it pretty fast. And then my sleeping was like amazing.
Okay.
Sleeping for the first time in my life, truly,
Mm.
which felt incredible.
so nice.
But there is times here and there where, and I don't know if it's like TikTok or just scrolling, but it'll keep me up. And I'm like, why, Chantel, why?
Mhm.
Why are we not just putting this down and going to bed? But there's
Yeah.
something deeper.
Yeah.
And I've talked to my therapist about this too. For me, being awake at night when the rest of the world is asleep
Oh, interesting.
was
You
like
like
a,
it?
yeah, it was like a very like peaceful.
like when you were partying
Okay.
till like 3, 4 a.m. Like you liked being awake when everyone else was asleep.
Exactly.
Kind of like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
You like can look at like this dark street and be like, "Whoa, I'm on this street. Like this is
Nobody
me
else
in the
is
world."
around.
Yeah.
Nobody else is up. I can like have all these thoughts and do all these things that no
Yeah.
one else gets to experience. I don't know. It was very. It was
Were
weird.
you usually like a night owl or were you like a morning person?
Night
Night
owl.
owl.
Yeah.
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 Same.
So yeah, last night it took me a while to get to sleep, but
Yeah. Are you thinking? Like, are you going through shit in your head? Like, is it an anxious thing?
sometimes, and then sometimes I'm just scrolling
through- yeah.
up, watching shows. I think it has a lot to do with sort of my mental state at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
all good.
remember when I got out of rehab, I was like, I am not going to ever scroll on my phone in bed. I'm going to have an alarm clock. I'm not going to, like, I'm going to put my phone in the living room so I don't go on it.
Mm-mm.
I got an alarm clock. I don't use it at all. I
No.
always
These
have my
thoughts-
phone right beside
These
me.
thoughts that we have, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be perfect.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be good.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, we can't take away everything from us. That we've talked
Yeah.
about this where we're like downstairs watching YouTube, put the same video on our phone, turn that off, come upstairs, do your skincare, go into the bedroom, turn that one on, turn this one off. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm never alone. And
Yeah,
it's-
I like to have something like I'm
Someone
listening to
with me.
something all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I'm like, am I afraid to be with my own thoughts, or am I just boring, or am I just, I don't know. I just like it.
I recently listened to something talking about this. I think it was Alex Cooper, actually.
Okay.
She did this little series or whatever. She was talking about this exactly.
Mhm.
And the fact that we're always over consuming
Mhm.
things and that we're trying to escape from something.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And if you just like put the phone down, like even she was saying, even when we're cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing like a 30-minute clean, we're listening to a podcast
Yeah.
or we're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something, but there's
Always.
no time for us just to be like alone with our thoughts because people are scared of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not alone in my thoughts when I'm going to sleep. Like I don't listen to something when I'm going to sleep.
Oh, I do. I fall asleep to Trixie and Katya every
You
night.
do.
What is
yeah.
that?
Drag queens, Trixie and Katya.
Oh my
I
gosh.
watched their like podcast, and I just
That's so funny.
it's so nice. But I'm like, it's sober because Katya's sober, so it's like good for my brain.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's how we,
We can
justify
relate.
it.
Okay, so what number would you give your mental?
Yeah, I still think it's at like a 6 or a 7.
Okay, crushing
and
it.
pretty good. I think we'll sleep better tonight. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, we're good.
Yeah, sleeping. I'm so grateful to sleep. But I wake up every day at like 5:30 a.m. So I talk about this a lot. That like when I got out of rehab, my cravings were so bad at like 4 p.m. And I was like, okay, if I can make it till 5, I can start my skincare routine, which is like shower, wash my hair, do all of my skin, and then be in bed by 7, and then I can just watch a movie, go to sleep. And then that just kind of stuck. And I'm like, well, now I'm awake when everyone's asleep and I have all the best thoughts, which is my favorite. So it's a flip.
You get it too then.
Oh, I really get it.
Just in the opposite way. She just
The
wakes up
opposite
super
way.
early.
Yeah. Well, I've always felt like I was like the most important person in the world. And like those moments are super affirming because I'm like, you fucking bitches are asleep.
Yeah.
I'm crushing it. I'm the only one here. Did you see this article about Jelly Roll?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sober news.
So Jelly Roll opened a rehab, or he's opening a rehab on like however many acres, and it's going to be free.
Right.
Does that make you nervous?
Does that make you nervous?
Because it makes us nervous, I think.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like with rehabs, there's such a system. First of all, let's talk about it's a free rehab. How are we getting people like how are people knowing about this? How are people getting picked to be here?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's
who's
a little
choosing the people who are allowed to go to this?
Who's choosing?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I
Yeah.
think it feels a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how do I start with like the empathy first? Empathy towards men, especially male addicts who are trying to help young vulnerable people stress me the fuck out. And I think it's a good intention, right? Like just on the surface, I'm like, okay, I get it. You're sober, you have addiction issues, you want to help. And yeah, of course, throwing your money into addiction services is great. But this is people's lives. This isn't just a foundation. Like this is people are going to be coming in and out. The more high status it is, the scarier I feel like it is a little bit. But yeah,
I think they're like, we need to know more. Like, tell me more, Jelly Roll.
Because is it
tell
just
me
going to
more.
be
like
celebrities and influencers?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be people who are coming off a fucking fentanyl addiction and are like vomiting all over the place? I don't know. Also, I have an issue. I don't know if you ran into this at all. I think it's great when men help other people get sober. I think that's great, but I think that a lot of them should stick to helping men and women should stick to helping women. And that is super binary, of course, but like...
Well, it's like in the meetings, like women sponsor women, men are supposed to sponsor men. There obviously sometimes is overlap and I don't love that. But in the same way of like when you go to rehab, you're like one day sober. Like you need to have support in like a healthy way, and a lot of the people who are working at these rehabs a lot of the time are recovering addicts. So that's like another scary
it's a lot of
thing.
pressure.
And like the stories that Heather's told me about her rehab just have made me question everything more, I guess.
And I think like we have an interesting thing because Zoe goes to AA. Are you in AA?
I have gone to meetings. I'm not it's something that never really stuck with me. I feel like the rehab I went to gave us many options, obviously AA being one of them. We went to a ton of meetings and I'll still go from like here or there, but it's not something I'm not doing the 12 steps. I think to each their own, right?
Do you have a lot of like people in like that you're friends with in sobriety still, like from rehab or from like even meetings or anything like that?
Yes, meetings or from rehab. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people have passed away
from that rehab.
Addiction is very scary.
That's good that at least like you have some people like to reach out to when you are like feeling vulnerable or whatever. Like I
therapists too.
I recently asked my therapist if like there's an apocalypse, can we just like drop this shit and be friends? And she said, yeah.
Oh, that's
so
big for you.
It's huge for me because I just want her to be my friend.
I love that.
My rehab, there was a lot of issues with like male counselors being former addicts, feeling superior, feeling like gods. And listen, my counselor got me sober, and I'm so grateful for him. Mind you, he's not a good guy. He's just not. And like we talk about this, getting sober doesn't mean you're going to be a good person. But when I go to rehab, I'm a baby. I don't know anything, and I need your help. I need you to save my life. And you saving my life, I'm already probably going to fall in love with you because you're saving my life. But then now if you're going to lean into that and tell me to come live at your house after rehab, then we got a big fat problem.
100%.
So I just get very nervous with this stuff. Also, rehab is so expensive, and I don't know how much money Jelly Roll has, but I'm like, this is going to be an insane expense, sir. this is not going to be free forever.
No.
Like, you have to pay everyone's salary. This is going to last for like a year. I don't know.
If that.
Yeah, I don't understand how that all works.
Yeah.
And then like the other, when we looked up celebrities who like opened free rehabs, Russell Brand was the next guy that comes up.
Okay.
I guess he opened up a free rehab. I don't think it lasted long, but like it's the same sort of thing. Like,
I get it. Do you have this? Like, we got sober and we're like, oh my God, we're better than everybody. Like, we just, you are just, you've evolved. You've been through so much bullshit. And I think when the women get that, we're like, cool, let's start a business. And the men get that and they're like,
give me the power.
Yeah, like everyone needs to know how I did it. I'm perfect. I'm a god. And it's like, let's rein that in a little bit. But I don't know. The jelly roll thing makes me a little nervous. I think it would just be better if he put all his money into like whatever aftercare, any other rehab.
Funding something that already exists and extending it out. The biggest thing with people getting healthy or sober is access, right? A lot of people don't have access to these facilities, which without the access, you're not getting the care.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest issue. So yeah, if all of these celebrities want to pool some money into funding something that already exists, I think that's probably the better bet.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's so obvious like what's accessible and what's not. When I got out of rehab and I'm like, I mean, this is the city, this is Toronto, and it's rough out here. And I'm like, damn, yeah, like my privilege has allowed me to even consider getting sober, even consider healing. And I'm like, yeah, there's so much else that can be done for people if they're just given an opportunity or like a potential future, you know? Like my dad is the reason I like am sitting here today. If I didn't have him, I wouldn't have been able to go, you know? Yeah. So it's very stark and obvious. What is your relationship to substances now?
Yeah, so my relationships to substances is very rooted in choice. I am sober, I don't use, and I don't miss it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I'm at today, and I'm super proud of that.
Good. And you've been sober for
almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Do you know your sober date?
December 22nd.
Okay, coming up.
Yeah.
Christmas. Christmas. Were you in rehab during Christmas?
I sure was.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
I sure was. I was in rehab for almost 4 months.
4 months. Wow.
Almost 4 months. And I'll give you a little story, a little synopsis, if you will.
Please.
So I went down, I think it was end of October, beginning of November. And I was in Malibu. I stayed into the rehab for about 30 days. And when I went down there, I was like, I'm staying here for 30 days. That's it. I don't need any more. Like, we're good.
I know exactly what's going to happen. I've never been here before.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm so smart. Yeah.
And they convinced me somehow, you know what? Let's put you into sober living, sort of the next step.
In Miami?
In
Malibu. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah, things are feeling good. Let's do it.
Can you actually explain to me what sober living is?
So the rehab I was at, you've got your like rehab, we can't leave. They do all the things. And then when they move you into sober living, it's essentially a part of the same house or system, but they're moving you into a space that's a lot more flexible. You can leave, you can go out, you can do what you want to do, but you have to be on your program schedule.
Okay.
And there for like 6 hours a day.
And are you going to therapy, like counseling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to check in somewhere.
You do.
And no, you can't use anything.
You cannot. They'll do like random drug tests.
And will they kick you out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But you get a lot more freedom. So it's kind of like acclimating you to the world again. Right.
That's a great idea, actually.
Very. But on my first free weekend, I decided to go down and see a friend in, where was it? Somewhere in LA.
Okay.
You could leave.
You could leave.
Okay.
If you got signed off by your therapist, counselor,
you didn't have to wear a little ankle monitor.
No,
buzz
but
when you get out of the province.
So my first weekend away, Palm Springs, that's where I was. Drove down to Palm Springs, and I was with somebody who I had met pre-rehab.
Okay.
I think I had met him on the Grey or something
gentleman.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And he had a place down there, so met up with him. He was drinking, and I just remember being at a restaurant. I was like, let me just smell that. And he was like, no, don't do it. I'm like, no, just like, maybe I'll just take a sip. And that was it. Like 3-4 days straight.
Did you take a sip?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You did? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did he try to stop you in any way?
He did, but it, like,
he wasn't gonna.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't, you're a gorgeous, hot girl in front of me, vulnerable.
Yeah.
don't have a drink. If you
Don't have
do,
it.
I'll make sure you get home.
You know, he had some issues of his own too, and was
Well, of course. Who do you think we're picking?
exactly.
Are we sober? Who we think we're picking?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I called my therapist Ian, who's amazing.
We
Shout
love
out to Ian. And I was like just honest with him. I said, yeah, this is what happened. He's like, get your ass back here. We're putting you back into the rehab. This is right before Christmas.
Hey.
And we're gonna do this whole thing over again. And mind you, like the first 30 days, that first round, I was a cocky piece of shit. I was in these rooms. People would go around and they would be like, you know, so how long have you been in rehab or whatever? And people would say, yeah, this is like my third stint or my fifth. And I was like,
yeah.
It was my first and my last.
Yeah.
Just like this cocky arrogance to me. And I wasn't fully breaking down those walls or talking about the things that I needed to. So my therapist was like, you're coming back. We're actually going to talk about things. We're going to get to the bottom of this, because if we don't, this is good. Keep happening, right? So that's what we did.
Wow.
That's what we did.
And it stuck.
And yeah, I was in rehab through Christmas and New Year's, and that was an experience.
So why Malibu? Like, was it a rehab that people told you that was good, or why did you choose that one?
So when I finally admitted to myself, like, I need help, I need to go to rehab, I actually called the first person I called was my ex, who was my daughter's dad. And I just called him. I think I was in tears, and I was like, I think I need to go. And he was like, give me 10 minutes. Okay, right back.
Okay.
And so he used to play in the NHL. So he has a billion resources.
Oh my God, I have so many questions. Continue.
Yes. A billion resources.
Like, are you okay?
Yeah. So he had called me back 10 minutes later and was like, someone's going to call you, answer the phone. We're going to figure this out. So I got a call, and they were like, we know we're going to send you. Like, can you get down here today? And I was like, today? Like,
wow.
I need like at least another week of, you know, getting this out of my system. Addicts.
That's good that they made you go that day.
It wasn't that day, but it was like a few days after.
Okay, that's good though.
It was fast because once you need it, you need to go right away.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I called rehab, and then I was there like the next week. I just had to fly to Florida to drop my dog with my parents, and then come back. But it was fast. Thank God.
I called rehab, and I was like, I'm coming right now. And then I knocked on the door, insanely hammered, and they wouldn't let me in.
Threw her phone out the Uber window and was like, I'm going to rehab. And they were like, no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
And then I ended up at the hospital that night. And then the next day I went there properly. Yeah. They let me in.
Were you when you were like, okay, I need to quit drinking, were you like, yeah, I definitely need to go to rehab? Like, did you know that was the next step?
I'm trying to think.
Did you try other things to be sober before going to rehab?
Many times. I started drinking probably when I was like 13, 14.
Right. Okay.
And I vividly remember having that first sip of vodka or whatever it was. And then 10 minutes later, that feeling hit me. I was a very shy kid. So for something like alcohol to be running through my veins, I was like, perfect. This feels good. Like, it felt in the moment like this is too good to be true kind of feeling. And I knew it from a very young age. Exactly. So I think, you know, the addiction has run deep and from an early age. Yeah. There's many times that I tried to control it. When I first met my daughter's dad back when I was like 19, 20, I had stopped drinking for like a period of like 3-4 months.
Okay. To try. Why? Because you were like, I know this is a problem, and like
I think it just got out of hand, and I was like, I want to just be sober and feel good and just see what that feels like.
What is out of hand for you at that time?
Just partying. Okay,
partying, going out.
I was working in like the nightlife industry at the time, as we all do, I'm sure, when we're younger. And yeah, so it was just going out after every sort of work shift and getting drunk and waking up and doing it all over again.
Fun cycle.
And all your friends being a part of it, right? It's fun, but it gets to a point where I was just like, okay, let's try and like rein it in. Yeah. And even at like 19, 20, that was saying something, right?
Oh, having the thought of like, I need to rein something in.
The
no
awareness.
one is having that thought. Yeah. Like something's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. So yeah, and this was prior to me meeting him. So I remember meeting him and he was like, what, you don't drink? And I was like, just not right now, you know? And like I said, he played for the NHL. So there's a lot of partying happening, at
Right.
least back then.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much a part of the culture. So I think,
Were you hanging around with a lot of the hockey girlfrients? Like, was that?
yeah,
and
it
was-
took a couple months, but then I got
Okay.
introduced, and that's very quickly when it was like, okay, I need to be drinking
Yeah,
to
I
sort of
need
fit
something
into
to
this.
I'm
do
assuming,
this.
are you still like a shy kid at that time? Like, are you feeling like you need to fit in? Because that's kind of scary to go into.
Yeah.
I know that world, and it is specific. You know?
Yeah, it was definitely, I mean, I'm still shy to this day,
Mhm.
right? And I think for me, alcohol was one of those things where I was just like, I don't have to feel that way anymore, right? I can open up and be who I'm funny when I drink,
Mhm.
you know? People like me when I drink.
I like me when I drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning.
In
yeah.
the beginning, yeah. Yeah, so very quickly I was like, okay, I'm back on the wagon.
Okay.
And yeah.
And did everyone like you more when you were drinking? Like when you started again? With
You know
drinking with
what?
all
You'd
those
have
guys?
to ask.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I was a lot more fun,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
right?
think most people, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe this is an addict thing, but like, I don't actually care if I like you more when you're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I just care that you're drinking with me.
100%,
So, yeah,
right,
it's
yeah.
not even a thought in my head. I'm mostly thinking about myself, but I'm like, I don't know, if Zoe's down, then we're down. So,
Mhm.
like, it's not even, do I like you more? When you stop drinking, I'm going to be like, ah, fuck you. But, like,
Mhm.
I just want a drinking buddy.
Yeah,
You're
that's
looking for
true.
friends that will drink with you,
Yeah.
right? You don't like the people that don't drink.
No, I
No.
never liked the people who don't
Right?
drink when I was
Mm-mm.
drinking.
Oh my God, I used to say it all the time. I was like, I don't trust anyone who doesn't drink. That's so creepy and weird.
I used to think the same
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
I would be like, you know what? There's something
Wrong
very
with them.
wrong
You
with
have to be able to
them.
release at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Little do little.
Little
Yeah.
do they know that a 3-hour skincare routine is actually the same.
Mm.
Kind of.
It fills the void.
Fills the void, yeah.
13, 14, you have your first drink.
Yeah.
Is that a sneaky thing? Are your parents drinking? Is it your friends? What is the vibe?
My parents didn't drink much in the house that I
Hey.
grew up in, right? So it was kind of like a very like taboo thing.
Okay.
I had to hide it from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
But where I grew up, it was just like, let's all meet up at the park
Right,
and go
yeah.
drink, right?
Right.
That's what kids do. And it was fun. And we would drink to excess. And then you'd somehow sneak back home and into your bed. And
Get
away
away
with
with
that.
it.
Yeah. Were you getting away with it, or were you getting in trouble?
I would get away with it probably 75% of the time.
Yeah.
Get caught the other. My mom
And were they
absolutely
strict
hated
about
me.
it, or?
Yeah, my mom was strict growing up. Yeah, she was strict.
Are you Catholic?
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
No, didn't grow up religious at all. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Because that's my through line. There's like some strict shit that was happening in my house that like makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, it's like a religious thing. It's like a facade thing. But
Yeah.
I just wondered that. But when you start drinking, when do you think like, oh, I'm drinking more than my friends? Or is that happening?
I think at the time I didn't see it that way. I think
Okay.
everybody was just sort of
Mhm.
doing the same thing.
Yeah. So you're fitting
Um,
in.
Fitting in. I definitely knew early on, like I said, like, oh, this is, too good to be true and could definitely be an issue moving forward. Like internally, I knew
Mhm.
that. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
But no, at the time, I think everyone was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm 35 and I feel like that sort of day and age, people were just
We were
doing
just
that.
drinking to excess.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God,
not
yeah.
caring about anything.
No.
No, there was no conversation. It was mostly, we had this conversation last week about being a cool girl and like growing up in the 90s and having to be cool. And I feel like that is part of it. It's like drink
Yeah.
with the boys, be cool.
Mhm.
Like something's probably going to happen to you tonight when you're passed out, but like that's fine. Be cool,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk more about your rehab.
Let's talk more about your rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you were there for 4 months. Did you
Mhm.
become the queen of rehab?
The queen of rehab. I mean,
Because we did.
Um,
Oh, I did.
you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was the queen of rehab. I think I was like one of the tops, but
Okay. It was very important to me to be the best.
there wasn't a lot of people at yours.
No, there was like
No.
12.
Yeah.
I feel like every week there was new people coming in.
Okay.
Was there people that were there for longer than 4 months? Like, what's the typical time?
Though. Yeah, maybe a few, but
Yeah.
the typical time is usually like that 30 to 60 or 60
Yeah.
to 90 day mark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think my therapist was telling me something about like changing a habit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Ian still your therapist now?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
No. just because he is in the US and I'm in Canada and there's all these restrictions and rules, but I do check in with him every once in a while. And
that's cool.
That's nice.
He's great. He's also gay, so I wasn't worried about him.
That.
That's fine.
Right?
Oh yeah, whenever
Okay,
we're talking about the men, obviously we can't be like all gay men are great, but it's much safer.
Yeah, he was very safe and he was very real and honest. I just remember sitting down with him a few times before I went back, and he would be like, "Why are you just sitting there with a fucking shit-eating smile on your face? Like, you need to open up." And I was just like, no. It took me the second time being back to be like, okay, I really want to change now.
Yeah. Okay, so you're kind of like tough to crack.
Yes.
Interesting. But that makes sense because you're like, if I want something, I'm determined, I'm going to do it. Like, you can't tell me what I'm going to do. I think that's interesting because there were definitely some people that I met in rehab who were like super resistant. And they're just like, I know best. I went in there and I'm like, I don't know anything and my life is falling apart, which is better, I think, because
I think so.
You like immediately submit to it.
Yeah.
So you get off the plane in Malibu and who picks you up?
Yeah, so I landed in LAX at LAX, and you okay?
Yeah, good.
it's the typhoon.
Like on the function.
Got you. And then they have staff who come and pick you up. Okay. And I actually remember like texting this person being like, they were a bit late to pick me up. So I was like, great, I can go get another drink at the bar. Perfect. But yeah, so I remember rolling in very drunk. Okay. I drank a lot on the plane, a lot at the bar, a lot while I was waiting for this person. And then you show up and you're like, okay. And then you kind of go into those like 3 days of just detoxing and sleeping, and they put you on whatever they put you on.
How was your detox?
It wasn't bad. Okay. I slept a lot. Yeah. I felt okay. I wasn't.
Did you have weird dreams?
Probably. Yeah.
I had lots of weird dreams, but like killing people.
Killing her mom.
Killing my mom. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like demon dreams for sure. Like the first week, I think, of rehab, I was having really fucked up dreams. And then it kind of mellowed out. But yeah, it was insane.
Yeah. So for the most part, I was in a room by myself, but sometimes you would get a roommate. And so I, obviously being there for so long, I'd go through quite a few roommates. Yeah. And you'd see everything, right? Yeah. People would come in, a lot of fentanyl down in the US.
Right.
People would come in detoxing from fentanyl, and that was scary. Yeah. It was really, really scary. But no, there was definitely some really good people that I met down there. The cool thing with the rehab that I went to was it's not just like your average sort of person. There was like doctors, athletes, lawyers. And so because you're around these types of people, there's a sense of like, okay, like alcohol really doesn't discriminate. We all know this. But to be around like sort of that quality of people, you're like, okay. Like it's really
like I'm not alone
about who you surround yourself with, even in a rehab, right? So,
and it was men and women at this rehab.
It was, yeah.
Did you meet any rehab boyfriends?
I actually didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. I stayed far away from the boys in rehab.
Why?
Yeah.
Because to me, it didn't feel like an option.
Yeah, no. I think I saw a lot of what was going on behind closed doors, and people were very obvious about it. But I don't think I was attracted to any of the guys there. For starters, there was one I was like, oh, he's kind of cute, but no, it was the not being attracted, and then just really focusing on
when
myself.
You went back, you were like so focused on yourself, you didn't have any other time to like play around with any boys.
Exactly.
Or, like, I get that. That's good. That
is really good. I recommend like female only rehab.
Yeah, if I were have to go back.
If I have to go back, holy shit.
No,
which was nice about ours was they kind of kept the girls in one home, and then the guys were on the same property, but in a different.
And then we'd come together like sometimes.
Yeah, I'd go over there and like hang out with them, but nobody in particular really tickled my fancy.
It's interesting because I feel like I'm like I assume all addicts are the same, and I'm like trauma bonding. Yeah, I'll trauma bond with literally anyone. Like I'll trauma bond with someone's dad and fall in love with them. Like it's just what I do. And I think that has a lot to do with my addiction. Like it's a lot of what do you call it? Like affirming validation.
Yeah,
like a lot of validation, and I need that. And I think that like I would see anyone with rose-colored glasses on and be like, do you like me? Because great, I'll love you.
Yeah.
Forever. you know?
Did you make a lot of like female friendships then in rehab? Like were you more like grasping onto that? Or was it just like you were like just focusing on yourself?
I definitely did, but I was truly focusing on myself. Yeah.
That's great.
which was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then your therapist that you have now, is that someone that you like were recommended through this rehab, or?
I actually have a few different therapists.
Okay, what therapy are you doing?
Some of which I've known since I was like 22.
Mm-hmm.
Some are newer. I have 2 therapists right now.
Okay.
At one point I had 3.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So I like to mix
I mean,
it
you
up.
have a lot of therapists too.
There was a point where I had
Yeah.
a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of
Somatic, sex, regular. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. So I think that's always fun too, to you got to talk things out.
Yeah.
And to have different views and people in your corner is nice, right? So
Totally.
I know a lot of people do the whole AA thing, and I totally love and appreciate and support that.
Yeah.
For me, it never really stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I remember someone saying to me, just go. This is like right before I got sober. Just go, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot for me, I didn't grow up religious, and there was like a heavy aspect of God or what your God was.
Yeah.
So someone said to me, take what you need and leave the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really was like, okay, like
I
I
like that.
really, yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's sobriety is different. Like, I go to meetings, she doesn't. Like, it's you figure out what you need,
Yeah.
and like you need to have some sort of support. As long as you have what's working for you, then that's literally all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AA is just so good because it's a catch-all, right? It's like if you don't know where to go, it's like, okay, start there. Everyone's there. And then you can find your way out if you need to, or you can stay. Do you mind if we talk about your daughter?
Yeah.
So she's 10.
She's 10.
So you were drinking when you had her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I got pregnant, I was like 24,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously stopped drinking while I was pregnant. Back then,
Good.
I feel like sort of in my early 20s, it was manageable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There was weeks that I just wouldn't drink at all,
Mm-hmm.
and be focused on my kid. Or even before I had my daughter, I could go weeks at a time without drinking.
Okay.
But anytime it was like a social setting or a social thing, I was drinking. I was pre-gaming. I was drinking there. I was taking it out after.
Right.
When you're taking a few weeks off of drinking here and there, is that for something? Are you preparing for something? Are you just over it? Are you not thinking about it?
No, I feel like at the time, like when I met my ex, I was very much, I came into this life where I was like, this is great, right? I can do anything. I have all the access in the world to do what I want, but I didn't do anything with that time, right? My world very much revolved around him and his career and supporting him.
Did you like that?
I think I didn't know any better at
Right.
the time, right? And for me, it was like, how can anyone not like this,
Yeah.
right? But I didn't have the drive or the will, I guess you could say, to do anything for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I didn't want to, because I just really didn't know how to. Like, I've always had it inside of me to want to build a business or come up with these ideas and do something. I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm also dyslexic. So
Oh
growing
my God,
up.
me too.
Yeah.
Well, dyscalculia, so numbers.
And this too. Yeah.
Oh my God,
So growing up
sisters.
for me, it was always like, I'm not good enough. Like just that feeling of like, I'm not good enough. I can't do this.
There's your through line.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, for me, I was like, well, I'm good. I'm comfortable. I've got this great life. I don't need to do anything outside of this. Right.
Did you do like a sport growing up? Were you involved in something?
I was a figure skater.
Oh,
Yeah.
same.
I was
Oh my
a figure skater.
God. It's like
that.
it's like you're Adam and we're your ribs.
Yeah.
That's biblical.
I
I
don't know
just thought
that.
I'd bring it back.
Yeah. From like 5 or 6 until I started drinking in high school, basically.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like around grade 10, like I started to choose alcohol, drugs
Yeah.
over figure skating.
It was cooler than figure skating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would show up to
Okay.
figure skating like so stoned,
Yeah.
and it would be so much fun.
Did you do that too?
I can't remember that.
Yeah.
I think I sort of like stopped figure skating because it was no longer cool
Yeah.
in my mind. I needed
Okay.
to start
Yeah.
getting in with a cool crowd and drinking. And
I definitely
yeah.
stopped like competitively skating like in grade 11,
Yeah.
but like I still skated like for fun, like grade 11 and grade 12. Like
Yeah.
I still did some small competitions, but not like as competitive as I was before, just because I really did like it, and I could still do it like a little bit high and a little bit drunk. Like it was still fun.
Like
Yeah.
driving.
And I had a couple friends who I would smoke weed and drink with who also skated. So I
Okay.
think like we kind of had a thing.
Yeah, as long
being
as
like the
other
bad
people are
girls
doing
of
it.
skating was kind of fun.
That's
for me.
cool.
That
I
is-
like that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I was not cool. Like I was very immature. So drinking wasn't even a thing for me. Like I was afraid of boys. I didn't kiss anyone until grade 12. I was just like, which is, I think I went the other way. Like you guys want to fit in, you're drinking. I'm like, I could never do that. So I'm just going to stay at the dance studio and be here all night. Like I can't even get in there.
Until you did.
Until I did.
Yeah.
And when I did, it was that feeling that you had. It's just like, oh, this is what I've actually always wanted to feel like. And this is what it feels like inside my body. And now I can do it.
Yeah.
But I can't do that without alcohol. And so it's so nice to find like literally a friend in alcohol to be able to function, you know?
Yeah, it was almost like that feeling of like a magic pill or a magic potion. Like as soon as I have some of this, we're good to go. We got this, right?
God. It's it's a relief in the beginning.
Yeah.
It totally is a relief. Like it's nice.
And then you fell in love with a hockey player. That is so funny.
Yeah.
What were you doing? What were you working? Did you meet him at work?
Yes, I was working with one of my best friends, still to this day. We were working at a bar.
Okay.
In Vancouver.
In Vancouver.
Okay.
She was a server. I was a hostess at the time.
Okay.
And he came in one day for lunch or something with like a few teammates. I had no idea who he was at the time. And
he's so big and so strong.
Yeah, and there's like just like a certain way they walk. Like they've got like a gait to them. I can now see it with
like
hockey players
they've
or
been put on a
athletes.
pedestal since they're 6.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And so he had asked me out and he walked out and do you know who that is? Like she knew instantly. And I was like, no. So yeah, I ended up going out on a date with him while I was sober. Wasn't drinking at the time.
Did he wine and dine you?
He did. He wined and dined me. And I felt very sort of like awkward about not drinking, but I was also still like in this very firm, like, I don't need to drink right now. So I think that was like my first experience of dating without drinking.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Also at that age, because you're like, oh, I don't actually need to stop drinking. I'm just not doing it right now.
I'm just not doing it. But then, like I said, it probably took about a month. And then I was like, no, I really want to be a part of this world.
Part of this whole culture of going out with the hockey
So
players.
very quickly it came back into my life.
Was it like a toxic thing? Like, how was that?
Like immediate?
Yeah, there was I don't even know how many games they would have a week, but a couple. And then after the games, whether they won or they lost, you would always go out.
Okay.
And you would drink. And so there was a lot of drinking happening. There's always been a part of me that was like, I don't think marriage is for me.
Yeah.
I don't really understand. I don't know if I like subscribe to it.
Yeah.
And we were engaged,
Okay.
but there was like no rush for us to get married. We got pregnant, and
you got pregnant and then got engaged.
Engaged, then pregnant.
Engaged and pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
You tried to get pregnant?
Yeah. It was like the first shot happened right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was no rush to get married, and I was like, we don't have to. We can do it later. Like, when our daughter's a little bit older. For me, I think that was like me just pushing away the whole idea. Yeah. Ultimately, you know? And I think I knew pretty early on in the game, being with him, that this relationship wasn't going to last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forever. Nothing to do with him. It's just
a feeling.
Weird. It's a feeling. We're two different
people. You didn't
people.
actually want to like you didn't want that to be your life forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just supposed to be like a little phase, a little fun thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So makes so much sense to me. It's like, this is a thing I can fit into now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that now.
This fits me now.
And then like, oh wait, I need to get out of like, this isn't supposed to be forever. Like, how did this happen?
And I think it wasn't until after we separated that's when the drinking really got
okay.
So let's get into that.
Yeah. So when you guys are together, we just got so excited. When you guys are together, you're drinking, you're in the culture, you're with the wives, you're doing your thing. Are you ever drinking more than him? Is it ever a conversation with him like, okay,
you're a drunk.
Chantel, you're drinking too much?
Yeah, there was definitely some times.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'd lose things. Like I remember he bought me like some brand new leather jacket and I lost it like that night. Yeah. And he was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
And was he being like, oh, because you were too drunk, or
yes.
Okay,
That was
so
because
he's making...
you were too drunk and ended up at the strip club and came home at 4 a.m. and I've been in bed since 10 p.m. Chantal.
Okay.
Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't happening all the time. It was happening here and there. And like, you know, he had his own shit going on too. So there wasn't a lot of that. There was definitely a few times where he was like, you gotta rein it in.
Yeah.
Are you drinking during the day?
No.
Okay.
I was not drinking during the day unless it was like, hey, let's go out for lunch with a few girls, and then that's fine. And then we bring it into the night and whatever. But by myself at the time, no.
Okay.
But when me and my ex broke up and when I was fully single, living on my own, the times that I didn't have my daughter, it was like a fucking
shit show.
Free for all.
And would you say that was right away, or is that a reason you got separated?
No, that was right away.
It was right away. So he's gone
right away.
and you're like, I'm drinking now.
I'm fully getting into
because
this.
you didn't have anything else now, right?
I had nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I had my daughter.
Yeah.
But she's at his
But
place
she's at
for
his
a
at the
second.
time. And I didn't know who the fuck I was, what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be. I was just like, hey, like, you know, I'm still able to live this nice lifestyle and I can travel, I can meet people, and I can literally do whatever the fuck I want. It was dangerous, actually.
Okay, so this is a positive feeling for you, though.
It's positive at the time.
Yeah, I'm free, I'm single, I can get fucked up when my daughter's not here.
But at this point, are you working?
No.
Okay.
No.
And you're not, I'm assuming this is going to sink in at some point, like, holy shit, what am I doing? But for right now, you're like, fuck yeah.
For right now, it was like, fuck
Okay.
yes.
But
it's
a little
on.
bit, was it a little bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing kind of the whole time? Like
while I was with my ex? Or
yeah, and after, like, because you were drinking to, like, numb something, right?
Yep.
And that feeling of, like, oh, like, I'm just his girlfriend. I'm just his wife. Okay, now I'm single. What am I doing? Like, I think you were drinking to numb something. And I'm just wondering if that was, like, a little bit of why.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. This feeling of like not
and then
being
you never
enough
wanted
or...
to confront it until it was finally time to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So there was a lot of just trying to numb something and not deal with something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was this obvious like, hey, what do you want to do with your life? Who do you want to be? How do we want to like
and you're
move
trying
into
to
the
figure
future?
that out by drinking.
Yeah.
Because you think that's the only way you can
Because
get
you
through it.
think that's the only way.
Yeah.
Right.
But what I'm getting is that's not super fucking frustrating for you yet.
Not yet.
Right.
No. It took a while. It was like from the age of 20.
Oh my God, you're still in your 20s at this stage. It's
27.
so young.
Yep. 27 till I think I got sober when I was I'm 35 now. So 32, let's say.
Okay.
Nice.
So a good 5 years of like
And what kind of
being
drinking
down
are we
bad.
talking about? Are we going out? Are we staying in?
We are doing it all.
Okay.
We are doing it all. We're moving through different friend groups. We're traveling around the world. We are meeting different guys. We are just being the wildest version of ourselves.
Well, arguably, this is what you missed out on, you know, meeting someone when you were 21.
Yeah.
Right? So you're like, let me
live.
feel my oats.
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then
what?
How did it come crashing down?
Okay. So how did it come crashing down?
Or did it come crashing down?
No, it did. There was like
Okay, good.
Some
There
people are
was
like, you know, I just woke up and I was like, I'm going to stop drinking. And
no.
some people wake up in a sewer.
There was a series of unfortunate events
Totally.
that started to really pile up.
Those are the last books I ever read, by the way. And then I couldn't read anymore. Things got too difficult.
Drinking and driving.
Right, sorry, I'm drunk. Everybody
is drunk.
Whoopsie.
Drinking and driving.
Did you get a DUI?
I did not get a DUI. I crashed my car
Okay.
during COVID. I had just come back from Europe.
Okay.
And I was drinking and driving. And
What's that situation? Are you drinking during the day? You're coming back from lunch? What's going on?
no, this was at night.
Okay, at night.
This was at night.
Where were you coming from?
I was coming from a friend's house to go back home.
Okay.
And not one friend, that friend didn't say don't drive?
I think they did.
Okay.
I was just,
Yeah,
there was no
couldn't
stopping
stop
me.
you. Yeah.
No, there's no stopping me.
Yeah. Gotta get the full scope.
And so that was a very bad situation. But, at the time I kind of brushed it under the rug. Like,
What did you crash into?
A pole.
Okay.
Yeah, a pole.
Did you get hurt?
I was fine.
Okay.
Totaled my car. No one else was hurt. Thank God.
Is anyone else in the car?
No.
Okay,
Just me.
fantastic.
Yeah. So that was a huge one.
Yeah.
And embarrassing as hell.
Totally.
And because it was during COVID, they had read up like this big article on it. They didn't involve my name, but I had messages from so many people like, Chantel, this is you. This is your Porsche.
It's your car,
This is
yeah.
you just got back from Europe. Like, it's saying all these things.
Holy shit.
I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Not today.
Yeah.
No
Definitely
way.
not. This is, no.
So what should have been my rock bottom kind of just spiraled out
Yeah.
into let's just bury this one too, right? Because then I have people reaching out to me too after this article, and I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No, wasn't me.
Yeah.
Right?
Did the article say that you were drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
So people aren't just concerned. They're like,
Right.
yo, how did your ex respond to this?
He was not happy.
Yeah.
He was definitely not happy. And I was lying to everybody at the time.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't
course.
me, you
Yeah.
know? But he knew. He's a smart guy. He knew.
He lived with you.
Yeah,
It's like,
he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't, my ex, like, could like sense if I was gonna get up and go get a drink. Like
Yeah.
he would know before. He's like, I can feel you getting antsy. I'm like, okay. They know. They fucking know.
They know.
Okay, so did you have to tell him or did he find out?
He found out.
What is your relationship with your parents at this time?
Yeah, so again, this is during COVID.
Yeah.
My parents are like rule followers, right?
Yeah.
So they're at home, they're not seeing anyone, they're not taking visitors. I could kind of keep a lot from them at the time. So they didn't know much of what was going on. My mom definitely had some like inklings, like she's not doing well. Things are not great, but there was only so much they could do at the time.
Did they ever say anything to you about your drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end, before I went to rehab, I had constant conversations with my parents where my mom was like, this is getting out of hand. Like, you have a daughter, you have responsibilities, you need to get better. Like, she fully was aware, right?
And are you in those conversations like, I know I have to, or are you like, no, it's not bad. Like, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, it was mostly like, yeah, no, it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
Like, you're overreacting, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to hide it
inside I
still.
knew. Inside I knew. But yeah.
It's like when you're lying to your mom, you're like, fuck. Like, it's such a clear, in my head, it's so clear. There was a one time when the first time I lied to my mom, because I had a major eating disorder too. But the first time I lied to my mom about eating, I had come home from college. I was going to go take a ballet class at like 6 p.m. And my mom was like, oh, do you want to eat quick before you go? And I was like, oh, I already did. And it just came out of my mouth like nothing. Like I'd been lying forever. And I was like, whoa, that was to my mom. And she believed me. Now I can fucking lie to anybody. Like this is a threshold I've just passed, you know?
Yeah.
Something about the mom. Damn. Okay, so you're hiding it from them. You come home. You're drinking.
Drinking
What are you
it
drinking?
immediately. I was a big white wine.
Me too.
I could polish off a few bottles, no problem.
And you never became as big as a house?
No, I didn't.
Nice.
I didn't. White wine, tequila occasionally, and
Are you eating?
here and there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Not much.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, because I had such an appetite. I was so hungry all the time.
I
Eating
think
pizza
when
all day.
I was hungover, the appetite definitely came back.
Yeah.
But while I was drinking, no.
Yeah.
There wasn't
Okay.
a lot of eating happening.
Yeah.
Well, because I was also throwing up for the most part. Like when I was hungover.
I would get really sick when I was
really
hungover,
sick,
yeah.
hungover. There'd be like
shower.
There'd be like little moments throughout the day where I was hungry, but that was like far and in between.
Yeah.
Like
You're
where
like,
I could
eat.
actually eat.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of the time I could eat.
Probably could drink though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
And then what happened?
Yeah. So where are we now? Where we've just hit like what should be a rock bottom. It's not.
Where are we now? Okay, so in between that incident and actually going to rehab, I had met somebody.
A
And
gentleman.
a gentleman.
Okay.
This one is actually kind of surprising because I had met him and he was sober.
Okay.
Okay. I was raging
Addict
out
sober?
of control.
Okay.
He was sober.
Because he was an addict.
Exactly.
Okay, love
Sober
it.
from drinking. And so I think in my mind, like our first date, I was like, internally, I'm like, I need something like this in my life, right? Like,
Mhm.
and he was a cool sober, like very easy to talk to, very open about it. And I was like, this is great. Like internally, I was like, I need this person around and in my life. Like this is
Because
good
he can
for
help me. Yeah.
Because he can help me.
Okay.
I would have never said that out loud, but
Yeah.
like inside,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
And so we very quickly got into a relationship quite fast, moved in together a few months in. And there was definitely times right off the bat that, you know, we'd go out with friends and the next morning he was like, hey, you were like a little too much for me last night, or like we need to tone it down a little. You literally had 4 bottles of wine to yourself. Like,
isn't it interesting though that he chose you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it turn into a fight?
Yeah, there's definitely some arguments. And he's explicitly said to me at one point, like, if you continue like this, like, we can't beat you. This is not good for me.
Okay.
Right. And so I understood that, but that wasn't stopping me.
He's saying these things to you. When you're hearing them, are you like, what's your reaction to when he's saying that? Like, I'm going to need you to stop. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was like, okay, like I can tone it down maybe for you.
Yeah.
But am I going to stop? No.
Yeah. And in your heart, like, you probably knew, like, no, I can't tone it down for you.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. And there's no, like, when you're at that stage, there's no toning it down, right? It's all or nothing.
No.
We know that.
Well, the toning it down is like,
Harmony.
I'm going to be sneakier now.
Yeah.
That's the tone. So it might look toned down to you, but then there's going to be a weird day where I come in and throw up in the middle of the day and you're like, I thought you weren't drinking anymore. Like, it is like that. My ex, I helped him move to New York and he broke up with me on my birthday. He really should have. That was fine.
This one broke up with me on my birthday.
It's fucking birthdays. It's birthdays.
Crushed me.
Crushed me.
Oh, yeah.
Holy. But it makes sense though, because it's like, it's her birthday. I'm supposed to tell her that I love her so much and like, happy birthday.
Yeah,
and like,
I can't. Goodbye. Yeah.
So
It's
then when he
ruthless,
broke up with you, was that your rock bottom then? Like,
yeah, okay. So he's going to fucking hate me for this, but while we were together, I found out I was pregnant.
okay.
And so I was very much in a place where I was like, I definitely wanted another kid. We had talked about it. But, you know, it wasn't meant to like happen right away. Right. And it did. And I remember calling
You're
him.
just like, your eggs are vibing.
Yeah.
Damn.
You are so
They're
fertile.
ready. My God.
I remember calling him. He was on a ski trip and I was like, I was out that night too.
Yeah.
And I was like being ruthless. I remember him texting me and being like, hey, you should probably get home. And I was like, shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm out here having fun.
Well, you're pregnant.
But I would not at this time.
Okay,
I didn't know yet.
Which that was
I
not
didn't know
judgment,
yet.
by the way. I just said it just to get a timeline.
Yeah.
But what, you're pregnant?
Yeah. I'm like, who in their right mind would drink or sleep with someone else's boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I'm out until like 5 a.m. Get home. And I wake up and it wasn't just a hangover. Like I instantly knew something was going on.
Right.
And I don't know if it was that day or the next. Anyways, I go and I get a pregnancy test. Lo and behold, I am pregnant. I call him. He's not happy with me because I had just basically told him to fuck off and he didn't know where I was or what I was doing. And he was like, no, I'm coming home. I'm coming home right now. I was like, no, just like hang out.
Where was he?
He was skiing.
Skiing on a work
skiing.
trip.
Skiing,
Or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
I was like, hang out. We'll talk about it in a few days. So I ended up going through with getting an abortion, basically to like save this relationship because I was so stuck to this person that I thought that I needed. He was sober. I was still.
Well, you did need him in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're strong, independent women, but like, that's your addiction. That's your disease. You did need somebody,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. And basically like a week after, I had gotten after the abortion, I had gotten so drunk and I just like let it all out on him, just like saying the meanest things. And I think that night he just like packed up and left. And I thought he would come back the next morning. Next morning was my birthday. No, he's not coming back. No, that was it. That was the straw. And so that broke me. It was like, not only am I dealing with a breakup,
You said
right
an
now.
abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really the thing that like put me over the edge.
Yeah.
Was that your first abortion?
No, I had one like when I was much younger.
Yeah.
But
The pill or the suction?
The pill.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
I
pill.
got to have the pill too.
you
thank
did?
God.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
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 And it was like I must have been like 18 or 19 at the time of my first one.
Yeah.
Classic
So-
abortion age.
Yeah. And you just don't even think anything of
Yeah.
it. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't want this
Yeah.
right now. Like, see you later.
Yeah. I got some drinking to do.
Yes. This one,
Exactly.
however, like, this one
You wanted
really
it.
fucked up with
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
You want it. You were excited for it. Do you think you were also excited for it because you're like, oh, like I'm pregnant. This will be the push I need to stay sober.
Yep.
Throughout my
Definitely
pregnancy.
there was a part of
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Because
that
you
was a
stayed
part of
sober
it.
throughout your pregnancy before.
Yeah,
So
I did. Yeah.
yeah.
you're at like an appropriate age to have a child. You're at the appropriate age to get married, be in a relationship that's successful and cool, and you're being dropped by both things.
Yeah.
Right? And that is a fuck ton. Like that would make me go home and drink an entire case of wine. Like that's the worst thing when you are making the realization, you're like, there's no way I can even excuse myself out of this. Like it's above me.
Yeah.
You know?
And then that's the time when you're like, okay, something's like not working here. And that's when you called your ex or your
No, it took a couple months after that point.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how long, but like a couple months. And that's when I called my ex and was and things were so out of control. Like there'd be times where, you know, I was supposed to have my daughter where I just call him and be like, hey, can you like keep her for a few more days? Because I need to get fucked
in
up.
Vancouver as well at this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's there. He was there.
I was gonna ask how you're doing parenting. Like, how are you feeling?
Very, very good now. Yeah. Very,
now,
very
sure.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the time.
At the time, no, it was tough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of like dirty looks from him. Like, are we good?
Yeah.
Are you
well,
good?
you're also holding down
tired
2
all the
jobs.
time.
You're a mom and you're an alcoholic.
Exactly.
So that's 2 very busy jobs.
Yeah.
And
Very busy.
they're not very conducive.
No.
Right?
Definitely not.
Yeah. Did having your daughter, we've talked about this, that sometimes people have kids and it's their knight in shining armor. And they're like, I'm going to get fucking sober now. This is who I have to live for. And then some people have a kid and this is what I would do. It wouldn't change anything for me. It would make me probably feel worse. I would probably drink more. Like I can see that future for me.
Yeah.
Is that where you were?
That's where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah. And because my situation with my ex was so easy and he could just take, he's retired now at this point. So he could just take her for as much or as little as needed. It wasn't really like I had to accommodate her being around. Like if I was going to go out and get fucked up, she just wouldn't be there. She'd be with her dad, which in my mind was like peace of mind. Like, oh, I can go and do what I need to do. And she's not a liability here, right?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So
did you ever drink around her?
Yeah, there was definitely times that I drank around her. Okay. There was I was careful when it came to her being around and drinking. I was definitely careful, so thank God. But no, there was no sort of crazy situation she got wrapped up in. Thank God.
Yeah, she probably would have.
Yeah.
Right? I think
Had
about
it
that all
gone
the
on
time.
longer, for sure.
Yeah. And that's like the rock bottom you really don't want to hit.
No.
When it comes to kids or family, it's like, fuck, I wish I could have just hit rock bottom before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is very good. Like I know a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people have their kids and like their kids see them drinking and it's horrible and it's like a whole fucking thing they have to work on and like it's, you know, it's volatile.
For sure. And I think too, like her age helped. Obviously, she was quite young. She's 10 now. When I went to rehab, her dad brought her out to visit me.
Okay.
She knows like being sober. She'll celebrate my anniversaries.
Okay.
Like
That's really cute.
she's proud of it.
Yeah.
She loves it. So I think that's really cool to be able to show your kid
Yeah.
that you are sober and changed and different and you can do hard things and all these little things that create, I don't know, stability in them, right?
Do you love being a mom?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. My daughter is the best. Like, obviously biased, but, you know, she's the best.
Well, sometimes we know when the kids are the best ones, and that's just true. And it's fine. It's like, fine. Some kids suck.
Yeah.
And that's true.
It's true.
She's also dyslexic as well.
Oh.
Which is like, I'm like, dude, we are superheroes. I always tell her because like math and certain things she struggles with. And I'm like, okay, listen, it's not about these things. Like, really, we don't need these outside of school. But here's one thing is like, you're super creative. If you're interested in something, you will do it better than anybody else. And you have so many things that people cannot do. And she's like, I like that. I'm
That's
like,
that's lovely.
Right?
Damn. That's like giving assurance to like not knowing what you want to do.
Yeah.
I love that, which is like what I did not have.
Yeah.
Like not knowing what I was going to do was like, oh, I'm going to kill myself. Like if I don't figure it out in this year, like even after rehab, I'm sober and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sober, but I'm a piece of fucking shit, and I've ruined all my my life and all of my friendships, all of my relationships. If I don't figure it out, that was great. Glad I went to rehab, but like goodbye, you know.
And how was like getting out of rehab then? Like, were you scared? Like you were there for 4 months.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely an adjustment. You feel like you are in such a safe space because you are, and you really get to like sort of ease into like this person and the life that you want to be living, which is so nice to completely remove yourself outside of your environment and do it elsewhere. So going back home was like a little terrifying for me.
For sure.
Obviously, I was so happy to go and see my daughter, but yeah, it was terrifying. I remember coming back, and I moved back into the house that me and my ex were in. So that was kind of like a bit rocky from the start. I had
he was there?
No.
Okay.
He was gone.
Okay.
I had my mom.
But like the same house, like
same house,
like
right,
where everything went down, right?
Yeah.
So I had my mom stay with me for like 3 or 4 weeks. I don't even know how long. I was just like, I need somebody here
Wow.
with me, you know, just
hold me
to like
accountable.
Yeah. I also started, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Sober Links. Do you know what that is?
No.
So when I was in rehab, a bunch of people would talk about it. And it's essentially like a small breathalyzer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
My sponsee has a breathalyzer, and she blows into it 3 times a day.
Yep.
And like, I think her therapist gave it to her.
Yeah.
And so she tells me a few times like that she feels like an inkling to drink, but then she remembers that she has the breathalyzer too, and then that's like what stops her.
So I had heard about this in rehab, and I was just like, you know what, this is a great idea for accountability. Also like my family too, trust all the things. And so basically you set it up in your phone. You can do it 2 times a day or 3 times a day. And then you have different contacts. For me, it was like my family, my ex, whoever else I had in there. And if you blow over 0.0, it notifies all these people.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, it's scary.
Yeah.
But like, it's also keeping you like highly accountable.
Okay, cool.
And there's records too. Like these are like court admissible if you ever need to use them.
Oh, shit.
So they're huge. Right.
Okay.
So for me, I was like,
that's good though, because custody shit, you're like, no, look, I'm sober.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for me, I was like, okay, this is a must. My mom was like so on board, so happy about it. And I did that for 2 years.
Okay.
Every single day. There were some days I was just like so happy to do it. Other days I was like, fuck this. This is so annoying.
Yeah.
It was all for a purpose.
Homework.
And then also too, like I remember being out because it's scheduled for certain times, right? If you don't hit it between 12 and 2, we've got a problem. They're gonna come right? We've got a missed test here. And then it's showing up on your records. So I don't know, I'd be out to lunch or something like that. In the beginning, I'd be so self-conscious. Like, I'm going to just whip this out at the table and like do this because you have to like blow into this thing, right? Yeah. So I'd like run to the bathroom and do it. And then it finally just got to a point I was like, fuck it. This is my breathalyzer. I'm just going to do it right here.
I'm an addict.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think for me, it was so useful, and I can definitely see it being useful for a lot of people. It's something I recommend for sure.
Well, it's also like, I'm gonna blow into this thing and I'm gonna pass the test,
and
like,
I'm gonna pass,
I'm
and I know
really
it.
good at this. Like it's a nice like small victory. You know? Like little victories every day. That's that's a big victory because it's literally being drunk, but like no, I think that is helpful.
It was very helpful.
So then your life now, like sober, like did a lot of your friendships change? Did you have to like cut anybody off? Did you ever talk to that sober ex again?
So
dating.
When I got back to Vancouver, like I said, living in that old house, had my mom stay there for a while. When you come back and you're back in your environment, newly sober, you were so fragile, I feel, right? You were basically relearning who you are. It's like you're a baby, like you said, right?
Baby,
You are, for the first time, dead sober 24 hours a day.
And just to reiterate, the reason for that is because everything you've done up until that point has been with drinking. Like nail salon, massage, therapy, work, family,
and if
everything.
It wasn't with drinking, it was with drinking in mind.
Do
you know what I mean? Like drinking
doing
was
something
always
so that you could drink later.
So that was your life before. This new life you don't know anything about. You're just like, whew, like, just one day at a time, we're gonna get through this. It's very scary getting yourself out in social situations for the first time and just doing normal things. I remember too, like the very first year that I was sober, I wouldn't work out or anything because for me, it's all or nothing.
Me too.
And so if I were to work out, I knew that would have become an addiction and I'd have to go every single day. So I stripped away like everything, which was very like raw and it was tough,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got to a point finally after like the 6-month mark where I'd start having all these dreams about, I was having crazy dreams about drinking.
Oh
I'd
my
wake
God.
up and I was just sweating in a panic,
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I let everybody down.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing. But once you get over that like 6-month mark, I
Yeah.
feel like things start to open up and you're like, okay, I'm confident in myself. I've got this. I've got my support system behind me. Like, this is totally fine.
Yeah.
But now it's a case of, what the fuck are we doing with our lives?
Yeah.
Who do I want to be besides just sober and
Yeah.
healthy and
Yeah.
happy?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And when did you figure that out?
I figured it out right before, right before my first sober birthday.
Okay.
And I was away with my then co-founder at the time, who I met coming out of rehab.
Okay. She was at
She-
the rehab? or
Not
no?
in my rehab. She was on sort of like a similar path to mine.
Okay.
Mom, kids, went through the whole rehab thing. So we got introduced and
Trauma bonding.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to be careful with the trauma bonds.
You have to be careful
They're
with
very
the trauma.
blinding.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And we started hanging out quite a bit, and we were drinking lots of non-alcoholic options, and and I was like, hey, how about we just, you're not doing anything right now, I'm not doing anything right now,
Yeah.
let's start something. And at first it was like, that's great, like we can't do it. I was like, no, we can.
Yeah.
Like, just watch, right?
Yeah, you got that
amazing.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how it all started. And also, if I look back to when I was with my sober ex, he was like a man of access. Like, if he bought something, he bought like 100 of one thing. Like, that's just the type of guy he was. So he would go and fill up our fridge with like all these non-alc options at the time. So I had full access and was choosing and drinking things and had experience with these things prior to getting sober.
Right.
So I knew it was on the market.
Yeah.
I knew what I could do. I knew it was missing.
Cool.
Yeah. I think also a lot of times, like, we've been doing this for a little while, and it's like a lot of times the good shit is women.
Yeah.
You know, it's like filling a gap in the market, thinking about actual people, not just like an NA Corona or like now this whatever is non-alcoholic. It's like, no, you're like building a thing. You're like, it's a movement. It's like creating something for the sober girls, for the people who don't drink. It's really important, you know? It's not just like, oh, here's a ginger ale you can't drink.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's great. So when did you start working on it?
It was, I think, November of the first year I got sober. So I was almost at my year mark.
So yeah, like 2 years ago you started thinking
2
about
years
it.
ago.
And you launched 8 months ago.
Launched 8 months ago.
So good. How's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah.
Like, it's been amazing. I feel like people are loving it. We're pretty much through our first run. That was like 54,000 cans.
Damn.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because you're sober, I'm assuming you're making these things. You're like, oh, these are for sober people. Is that the market you're seeing? Are you seeing people coming in that are sober, people that never had to be sober? What are you seeing?
Yeah.
Pregnant people?
I think when we first started this, it was very much, well, we're sober, so let's put our energy into this, and this is our thing, our niche, whatever. But this drink is not just for sober people, right? Like, there's very much a shift in how people see everything these days. Health, wellness. Like, people don't just want to drink alcohol. They want to find out, like, what can I drink that's actually good for you? What's better for you? They want options that are going to make them feel good. And so our focus was sort of on like this whole sober community. But I think when we launched, we very quickly saw that there's a whole nother pocket.
Space.
Right. Interesting, because it happens the other way. There's, you know, other like sparkling brands, sparkling water. Like, I don't really get the sober space. And it's like, oh, no, the sober girls and boys are the ones that are drinking all this shit. So it's like the other way. And then they're like, oh, there's a sober community that wants our stuff. Like, so you're like going the opposite. And it's kind of a nice surprise. It's like, oh, it's not only sober people. Like, there's other people who don't want to drink alcohol all the time. What a shock, by the way.
It is becoming way more like popular or mainstream to like not drink.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that?
I do. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, it's like very cool to not drink, which is something
we got sober at a great time.
We did.
We really did.
We really lucked out.
Yeah. And I really didn't think that like my life was going to be cooler. I didn't think I was going to have access to like the life I have now. Like friendships, I didn't have any.
Yeah.
Like, it's so different now. Can we go a little bit into and we will wrap up soon, but you mentioned this a little before, but your eating disorder.
Yeah.
Are you okay to talk about that?
Yep.
When did that start for you?
That was young.
Okay.
That would have been like around the 15, 16 mark.
Okay.
Was that like because of skating at all? Like
Yep.
figure skating?
Definitely. Did you experience that too?
No.
No?
Yeah.
No.
It's like
I
the
don't
one
know.
thing she doesn't have is like hating her body.
Thank God.
I know, isn't it
know.
nice? I'm like, what is that like? How are you? Like, what have you been doing with all of your brain time? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just like, I guess I lucked out with my coaches maybe. Like I really had amazing coaches, especially when I was young and living in Oakville. I really loved my coach. I never felt like the pressure to be a certain body.
Yeah.
I think maybe my dad always taught me like to be strong. So I always liked that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it doesn't get to people.
Yeah.
And it's remarkable.
There was definitely times where I just wasn't prioritizing eating because of my drinking.
Yeah.
And I definitely liked how my body was looking. I was like, oh, this is great. Like, this is amazing I look great. I look skinny. But it wasn't something I was like chasing to do.
Yeah.
How did yours start?
Good question. I feel like my entire life I was teeny tiny. And that was like a pain point for me. I would get made fun of quite a bit.
For being tiny.
Yeah, for being tiny.
That's so hard for me to empathize with, but I am getting better at it.
Yeah.
Because I do know it's like I had a friend that was so thin, so I'm bulldozing you.
Yeah.
And she would talk about that, like, oh, people are making fun of me. And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, how is that even an issue? And so I come from the other side where I'm like, oh my God, I'd way rather be skinny. And like, that can't affect your mental health, but it can.
It can. Oh yeah, it can. Bullying is bullying, right?
Totally.
Like and especially when we're young and
it's also not even about your body. It's about
No.
like just power.
yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what it became. It was very much like I can't control anything in my life. Like, I didn't feel like I was smart enough. Couldn't really do well in school. So what was the one thing I could control? Right?
What did you start with? Restricting?
Restricting for sure. And then I get to a point where I was like way too small.
And you were good at it.
I was good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it just came to a point where I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want. And then I'm just going to throw it up. Right. And that became a habit for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Did you switch over to that because you couldn't restrict anymore?
Pretty much. Yeah. I got to a point where I was
You
like,
hit a
I'm
wall.
going to be way too tiny here.
Yeah. So let's throw it up instead.
Yeah.
Take 80% of the calories, throw up 20%. No problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Overeat, which is also like a thing that, I don't know, I feel like it was a stress relief, right?
Totally.
Just like stuff your face with whatever you wanted.
I used to black out.
Shit.
I would go
really?
to Whole Foods and get like everything, like breads and cookies and
Oh
chips.
yeah. No, I would do the same thing.
And come home and then all of a sudden I'm looking at my bed and there's all of this shit everywhere and I don't remember doing it.
Yeah.
Like I do, but it was not me.
Yeah.
Like it's
scary. It's actually very scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
It's a blackout. It is. It's like very similar. You're like dissociating so much. Like,
Yeah.
not good. That's what I do in sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sex and food.
I understand
So
that.
that was like your eating disorder came first before your drinking. Was that like the same with you then?
I think they kind of started
Together?
together. Together.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Damn.
if I hadn't had started drinking, I don't think that would have been an issue,
Oh, interesting.
if I'm going to be honest.
Were you aware of calories in drinking?
Yeah. No, I was.
You were. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, you can't have both. Like you literally can't drink sugar and be skinny. So you just like have to do whatever you can to somehow do both.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what stage of your recovery you are in for eating, but did that eventually get better? Did you recover from that?
It did. It got a lot. It lightened up quite a bit, like
Okay.
in my early 20s. And then obviously before, like,
for any reason in particular?
well, I got pregnant.
Okay.
Right. So it was like, this can't. And at the time, it wasn't so bad. Like in my prime, like worst was like throwing up every single day.
Yeah.
Right. And then it would kind of like ease out maybe once a week kind of thing. And then I got pregnant and it was like, okay, this needs to stop.
Wow.
And it
that
did.
pregnancy like saved you from drinking, from having an eating
really,
disorder.
really did. Yeah.
It's weird though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
my mom said, my mom used to drink a lot of wine, and when she got pregnant with me and my sister, she like did not. She was like disgusted by wine, like hated it. I'm like, there's something really weird and tricky about it, where it's like, you're fine now. Did you find that like after you gave birth, were you like, oh, I haven't drank for 9 months, I'm gonna be okay?
Yeah, but I was like very quick to, I think it was a couple weeks later that I went out with my ex and we like went and had fun and got drunk, and like you get drunk so quick. But
that tolerance.
it was funny just to be able to like turn it off.
Yeah.
And then turn it back on again.
You're like, okay, we're back.
Right? Yeah.
My kid is born and we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Let's get right back into it. Yeah.
Did the eating disorder come right back too with the drinking?
It didn't,
after?
honestly.
Yeah.
No, which is surprising.
Yeah.
It didn't. And then when things got really bad, as I've explained, it kind of was like a hit or miss. And
Iffy. Yeah, it's a default.
Yeah, it's definitely something, another layer that I worked on in rehab and breaking down all those walls and getting to the real issues on what's causing the trauma.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you, because we do have, like I have like clear traumas, like I know them. Do you know your clear traumas, or is it a lifelong kind of thing?
Yeah. When I went back into rehab and we really sat down and broke them all down, I have some very clear traumas from when I was a kid.
Okay.
I can get into them a little bit. I don't.
Whatever you're comfortable with. I know it's so much.
So when I was a kid, my parents separated very young.
Okay.
My dad was very abusive.
Physically?
Yes.
Was he
physically,
an alcoholic?
mentally. I don't know. That's a good question. It's something I've asked my mom, and she seems to say no, but she's not really.
Maybe he was good at hiding it.
Maybe, right? So they separated very young. I maybe spent a weekend, a month with them. I have a younger brother too. And then at some point in the course of that, I was sexually assaulted by one of the family members. And that was something that really, I think, just like started something very deep inside of me.
100%.
The eating, the drinking. I remember I would be so good at lying even as a kid just to protect myself. Like I'd have to keep that. It was so shameful. All of that happened, I have to keep it away from my mom. I'd have to like hide it from my brother. Like just becoming so good at being a liar as a kid to save yourself. It's survival mode, right?
Yeah.
How old were you when that happened? Sorry.
I must have been like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah. So scary.
And so that's something I kept so close to my chest and didn't tell anybody my entire life. So I was able to obviously tell my therapist and really break down those things.
Was that the first time you said it? Was that
out
rehab?
loud?
Wow, good for you.
Yeah,
holy
out loud.
shit.
Must have felt
And I'll tell you
so good.
the craziest part. Okay, so my therapist, he said, well, how do you want to deal with this? And I said, fuck, I don't know. Like, this is the first time I'm saying it out loud. He's like, well, do you have contact with your dad's side of the family? I'm like, no, not really. Like, I've got like an aunt or two that I still sometimes speak to, but like, no, I haven't spoken to anyone in a long time. He said, this was on Christmas Eve. He said, get the number. We're making a call.
I love Ian.
My God, my heart is like, I'm
crazier.
very scared.
I was terrified. I said, what do you mean? He said, we're going to call in and confront. We're going to say that we know what happened. You don't want anything from the situation. You just want to say it out loud. And then you want to move on with your life.
Damn.
And so that's what we did.
Were you so scared?
You
I
called
was
that person?
Shaking. Yep.
Holy shit.
Shaking. He was sitting right beside me. I called immediately, answered. They then wanted to FaceTime. This is my by the way. I'm looking at Ian like, what the fuck do I do? He's like, just answer it. Like, just do it. So I just basically picked up the phone and was like, look, I'm not calling to catch up. I don't really give a shit what's going on with your life. I just want to let you know that I know that you sexually assaulted me when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah. And my took the phone and immediately walked away and was like, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just that I wish you would have said something sooner.
Oh my God, I have chills.
I know.
And then I can't remember exactly what happened, but Ian just said, okay, it's time to hang up. Like, you've done what you needed to do. And I sat there and I was shaking, and I'm just looking at him, and he just cracks a smile and said to me, well, you ruined someone's Christmas.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you fucking did. Good. And forever
How did
and
you
ever.
feel after that? Like, did you feel like relieved, or did you
did
feel like
I was terrified though, and as he told me,
probably
he said
so many feelings of like everything.
He said you're gonna go through a string of emotions. You're gonna be on a high for a couple days. You're gonna dip down to a low. Thank God you're here. Thank God we dealt with that, because I truly think that is like the biggest piece to you fully being in recovery and becoming the person you want to be able to say that out loud to the person who did it is next level, right?
Wow.
It's like, I'm so emotional.
Fucking cool that you did that.
Fucking crazy. It's like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so proud of you. And like I don't, and I also will say that I'm sure you know, because you're in therapy, but you're saying that to you, immediately putting like the responsibility and blame on you is so traumatizing, re-traumatizing. And I just like want you to know that. And like, I know people have told you, I'm sure, but you're so brave. And like, that's incredible. That's something I don't think I could do. And it's like, I think about it, things we think about doing to these people, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was very powerful. And it was a lot of ups and downs for a few days after, but yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I remember talking to Ian a few months after I was out of rehab, and he just said to me, like, thank you for allowing me to be a part of that experience.
Yeah, big fucking swing, Ian.
Yeah,
right?
Huge swing.
Big swing, babe.
That's insane of Ian.
He's also crazy.
He's crazy.
Is he an addict?
Ian?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
He's like, let's really stir the pot. Let's get
on Christmas
crazy.
Eve.
Yeah. Call him.
Yeah.
If
like,
I was a therapist, like, I
confront?
hope I would be that type of therapist,
That is action driven, and that is what, like, addicts need. Wow, that's
oh my
incredible.
God, I hope my therapist doesn't listen to this and tell me to do that, because I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
But that's honestly, it's what I needed. That was what I needed to get me to the next chapter and like really open things up and start.
And being able to do that in rehab when you are so vulnerable is exactly what you need. That's incredible.
Because I'm assuming you didn't really know the reason you're drinking, the reason you're restricting. You don't really know. You're not making that connection. It kind of feels separate.
Yep.
But going to rehab, that's why rehab's so important. It's therapy boot camp. You're going to get to what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And like, I'm 2 years out of rehab, and I'm like, still, it's like, there's so many things that are still coming up about it that I'm like, holy shit, like, but it's good. It's really fucking good. Let's wrap up a little bit. Where can we find In Good Company?
Yeah. So
why In Good Company? What's the name?
So In Good Company, just really meaning you are in good company, whether you're choosing not to drink, whether you are supplementing with something healthier, you're truly just in good company.
Love it.
Right?
What would your advice be to moms who are struggling?
I think find someone you can reach out to and you can speak to openly, because you can't do these things on your own. You're not going to do them on your own. Nobody has, nobody will. And so if you can find someone who can help support you, doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. I think you're a great testament to that, because you said at the beginning, you're like, if I want something, I'm going to go get it. And like, even you could have been like, no, I just won't drink. I'll do it myself. And it's like, even like the strongest people that are sitting in front of us are like, no, fuck, you can't do it yourself.
You can't.
You can't.
You absolutely cannot.
No.
So find a therapist, find a friend, just reach out.
Yeah.
Reach out, because it will get better.
Yeah, you don't need to do it on your own either. Like, a lot of people think that you need to do it on your own. You absolutely don't need to. There's so many people here to help and support you for a reason. Call someone. I'm sure someone wants to help, or listen to us and DM us.
Yeah. And then and then you can also find us on our website. And then we are a ton of locations across Canada.
You're in Sober Market?
Got a store. Yeah. We've got a store locator online. So
okay, perfect. In Good Company.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Chantel, thank you so much for coming. This was
incredible.
so good.
You're
our 5-hour conversation.
That was great.
And we're very proud of you.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Girl Undrunk. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Girl Undrunk Podcast, and or send me an email at heather@girlundrunk.com.
Woo!
Wow, that was a long one.
That was a long one.